I remember we were there before them during the FPAC recently, and one of them told us categorically that he agrees with us 100% except for the TRRC. But then again, we understood what his leanings were. One of the things that needs to be done is to make sure that National Assembly is also serious. You cannot give us a mandate to do something. We come back to you telling you that these are the challenges. What else are you doing? So I think from the level of the NHRC, apart from a multi-stakeholders committee, we should, on our own volition, push the National Assembly and say, listen, this is where we are with this. You need to push. Get the executive to do X, Y, and Z.
So on the TRRC, one of the issues you mentioned about the National Assembly, who have a very important role to play. In fact, in some instances, they themselves happen to become an obstacle. Public access, the Public Order Act. One of the members put in a bill, a private member's bill, I'm sure you will be aware of it, which was to deal with the issue. It would have resolved one of the recommendations by now. We would have had at least 47. The Public Order Act, Honorable Suleiman Sow, he put in a private member's bill. Parliamentarians prompted, rejected it. They themselves, the parliamentarians who are supposed to help you. Okay? So I'm trying to highlight a pattern because there's another issue coming up.
The issue of you mentioned, okay, maybe I should just try answering this one on the the National Assembly one. It was just an opinion. You were telling us that they become, those that we're relying on some of them are an obstacle. So to me, I'm just thinking that as just warning us. But you know, also Flex, when you have National Assembly, unfortunately, these are people who are there based on political affiliation. So even us as an institution, we will have to do a lot of convincing. I remember we were there before them during the FPAC recently, and one of them told us categorically that he agrees with us 100% except for the TRRC. But then again, we understood what his leanings were. But he said, listen, and he based it solely on the fact that he was not happy in the selection process of the commissioners of the TRRC. So because of that, according to him, anything else that comes out, but of course we told him that that should not be the case. But I'm just giving you an anecdotal example that you also have individuals with their personal biases and political affiliation. But that notwithstanding, we will still push. But these are challenges for all. That's why when I said that our job is not only to talk to the media, convince, but also National Assembly. We are all in it together. So, but if they are the obstacles, then we have a problem because they are the lawmakers. Yeah, and it's your job therefore, and my job to make sure that we put it out there that the obstacles are these ones. So I think, but that was just a comment. You know, yeah. Okay.
For the Commission, the right to public assembly is a fundamental, non-negotiable right. And we have said that all the time. And at the heart of that is the Public Order Act. The NHRC, as you know, Flex, have already developed an advisory note on the Public Order Act, especially Section 5 of the Public Order Act. And our position remains the same, that provision ought to change from permit to notification. And I think our chairperson and every commission member, every staff member never tired to say that whenever we have the opportunity, that as a country we need to move from permit to notification. And the NHRC was aware of the private member bill by SAO, and we did our best to refer the National Assembly to our advisory note and to ensure that that's supported. Unfortunately, it fell through. We hope that either SAO or another member of the National Assembly will pick it up. And be assured that the NHRC would continue to lend its voice and credence to that private member bill and ensure that that Section 5 in particular is changed from permit to notification. And as I said, let me reiterate, right to public assembly is a non-negotiable right, fundamental as far as the national human rights is concerned.